This video is sponsored by Dying Light 2 Stay Human.
Hello friends and followers, and welcome back to another crazy graffiti adventure. Do you know who this guy is? Let's go back to the beginning of this project.
On an ordinary Tuesday morning in January, I was scrolling through the new emails that day, when suddenly this one email caught my attention. It was a company asking for a YouTube collaboration, and the artworks they sent me were just impressive. So I directly called my cameraman THÖSER to tell him about the zombie apocalypse roleplay game.
Wait, are you talking about Dying Light 2? I'm waiting for over 6 years for the release of the game.
Yeah, THÖSER is a hardcore gamer, and you can't imagine how happy he was that we even got a key to test the game beforehand. So while THÖSER was running through the open world, discovering the endless possibilities and killing a lot of mutants, I took the time to create a cool design that we paint in the old factory. So I started to block in the big shapes with bucket paint. This helps me to save time, expensive spray paint, and also get rid of all the ugly tags on this wall. As the first step, I painted the main character Aiden and the main light source of this artwork right in the middle of the wall.
Okay, the best thing about mutants is they are not beautiful, and if the face is a little bit crooked or something, this doesn't matter at all. So I would say I challenge myself now to paint this huge mutant over here in 40 minutes. Let's say 40 minutes. I think this is realistic. Okay, let's start.
Mission failure.
Okay, I'm pretty satisfied. I added just a little bit of veins and some tiny details, and it took me just 80 minutes. 80 minutes. 80 minutes. Okay. Let's paint the next one.
A wall without a nice and flowish wild style is just boring in my opinion. And I was just not able to paint the next character without dropping some beautiful letters first. So I painted my name Smoe in the most stylish way possible.
As the next step, I've prepared this disgusting bloody color. And the idea is to splash it into the direction of my piece to make it look like a slaughter party was in front of it. Whatever this means. Need more blood. Is it enough? A little bit more. Looks brutal. Looks real brutal. Even with the blood on the floor. Okay, but this is only mutants' blood. This is only mutants' blood.
This is only mutants' blood.
But what would a Smoe style be without some beautiful shadows? So I added some shadows to the blocks that are facing downwards or facing into the opposite direction of the light source, and added some light reflections on the other sides of the blocks.
Okay. Now I'm super satisfied with the graffiti piece, even if all the effects that I want to apply to this piece are not even done. But first I want to paint this part over here. Like you can see, it is still just a big black space. And with some blue I will add all these light reflections. And if I manage this for today, until it is dark, I'm super happy.
And by the way, all tools I used are linked in the video description, so it makes sense to look there and get additional helpful information. And if you want to help me to produce more and better videos, please feel free to become a member of my beloved Helpy Gang on Patreon. These are the cool guys who have seen this video long time before everyone else. Thank you! The UV light that protects the human beings against the mutants at night is my secondary light source, and it was so much fun to paint just a little bit of blue reflections in all the shadows of the graffiti piece. Like some light would shine from the backside of the piece into the holes of the graffiti.
I'm exhausted. I think this will be really cool, but I have no power anymore to continue painting. We will see us tomorrow.
Okay, let me tell you a few words about the sponsor of this video. Dying Light 2 Stay Human is not what you expect from a zombie game. Okay, it is brutal, but it is a roleplay game with so much attention to the details. Besides the small and the big fights, you walk through a beautifully designed map, meet a lot of different characters, and depending on your decisions, the whole story of the game changes. You need to level up your parkour and fighting skills to be able to solve your mission, and you can tune your weapons to be more effective. THÖSER and me played this game for 24 hours already, and the map seems to be endless. Oh, and by the way, there are more than 60 murals and 190 collectibles in this game as well. So please check the link in the video description. Dying Light 2 Stay Human is out on PC, Xbox and PlayStation since 4th of February 2022. On the next day it was raining outside. And when it's raining outside, it's raining inside of the factory as well. And as we didn't want to stand in the water the whole day, we had to remove a little lake in front of the wall before we could start painting again. As the first mission of the day, I finished the landscape behind Aiden and put some more details in the clouds. Of course, I wanted to add the Dying Light 2 logo, but this time I didn't want to work with stencil, so I just used some tape as guidelines and did the whole logo freestyle.
Okay. As the last step, I want to paint of this beautiful lady, and the hardest thing to paint is beautiful persons. We don't know if this person is important for the game. Maybe you might talk to her and she will tell you what you need to do in the game. I still don't know, we want to find it out, but I think she was fitting so perfectly to the blue scene in the background. So I will paint her now, and I will try to paint her. We just got 1 hour of daylight left. It's dying light, yeah. the light is dying. Fits perfectly to the overall theme. And she will be there as an eye catcher. Let's do it now.
Please don't ask me why I did not use any grid or any tracing technique. I just painted this girl freestyle, and this was, yeah, it was not the best decision. At the end, she turned out pretty nice, but the next time I will definitely work with the doodle grid again. I don't know, I just wanted to try to paint without any grid.
She looks beautiful. She does not look 100% like the person I wanted to paint, but she's beautiful.
I was doing tiny corrections here and there, a little bit more shadow, a little bit more light reflections, until about 1.5 hours later, and nearly no difference visible, I was finally happy with this face. So crazy.
We could do the blue stuff over there. I think we will stop now. We will see us tomorrow.
On day 3, I just painted some last details for about 3 hours until I was happy with the result.
Yo, and to make it fit even more to the room, I add a little bit of decoration and also a spray can from Montana Cans, because they're supporting my YouTube channel with a lot of dope-free spray cans. Thanks a lot, Montana Cans. I'll put it over here. Yo, and I hope that you were a little bit entertained. Please don't forget to like the subscribe button. And now it's time to show you the final result. Yo friends and followers, and please check out the video description. There is a link waiting for you so that you can download Dying Light 2. Enjoy! Adventure.